Okay, we're at the headquarters of Initial Ascent in Caldwell, Idaho, and we have an upcoming spring bear hunt, and I'm gonna do my first gear dump. So usually it takes me about 2 packing trips to get it right. I usually run through my entire pack system, and I know that I'm missing something. So we're gonna go through and see what I'm missing. All right, so first things first, on the outside I got my rifle.
This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fun, and this is for fun.
And I keep it attached with the Initial Ascent rifle sling. And my rifle case is the Muley Pack-Konnect. The rifle I'm running is a Browning X-Bolt. Don't quote me. I bought it back when Cabela's still did the true buy used guns and you could get a good deal. It's the old Browning. I'm running a Vortex Viper 6.5 to 20 by 44. It's an older model, they don't make it anymore. I love the scope, been running it for about 7 years. Hasn't served me wrong yet. The bipod I run is a Spartan Precision. This is new for me this year. I usually run one of those, I can't remember what they're called, but the swing outs. Here's my rifle stock case. I will put my extra bullets. I usually keep 1 or 2 inside of there, as well as my ballistic chart. Okay, next I'm gonna run through my stretchy pocket on the outside. This is where I typically keep all of my insulation layers. I'll keep my puffy jacket, puffy pants, and I'll also keep my game bags. So the puffy jacket I'll be running this year is the Ghar jacket by Kryptek. It's hoodless, so I can run it underneath my soft shell system, and I don't stack up hoods and it gets in the way. I also have this luxury item, puffy pants. I typically don't bring these just because of the extra bulk and it is more of a luxury item. But this year, because it is spring, I'm going to be wearing some lightweight 2-way stretch pants in, and they don't hold up very well to weather. So I'm bringing my rain pants, which is a soft shell, and then I'm gonna have my insulation puffy pants while I'm sitting on the glassing ridge. I will also keep my gloves inside of this. These are the Kryptek Tora gloves. Nice tight fitting gloves. I get to keep my dexterity. I can glass, I can eat, I can do anything I want with them. Next, I keep my game bags inside of here. Nice, easy access. I don't have to rip apart my bag. Everything is right here. And then I'll usually keep my knife inside of my bino harness, which I don't currently have today. All right, next we're gonna open up this big U-shaped pocket and access the whole cabin. So first thing I'm gonna pull out is this brute of a sleeping bag. It's a 0 degree Kelty. It is the Mistral, I believe. Yes, the Kelty 0 degree Mistral. I bought this a couple years ago because the sleeping bag that I was running before was a 20 degree. And I'm pretty sure it was for a 12-year-old because my shoulders were like this every night I went to sleep. So
That guy in a little coat.
Don't.
That guy in a little coat.
plenty of room in here. Spend most of my time, the big majority of my day, sleeping. So I would like to be very comfortable. With that being said, I have my Therma Pro Lite Apex self-inflating pad. I don't leave home without this. I like to sleep. It keeps a nice insulation layer underneath you. Make sure you have a good night of sleep. Next, I have my Tyvek Sheet. Run it through the washer a couple times to take away that noisy, crinkly sound. Also, taking it out and just rubbing it in the dirt, getting a lot of friction on it, packing in your pack will take away that sound. I will keep this underneath my Therma pad to protect it from rocks, protect it from moisture, and sometimes I will take it with me on a hunt. If it is pretty wet outside, high moisture, I'll sit on it. I'll throw my my quarters on it from an animal. It's nice, lightweight, doesn't cost anything. Next, I have my shelter. This is only half of it. My hunting buddy's gonna be taking the stove, the poles, and the stovepipe. So this is the Lux Octopeak, local company out of Washington. Love this teepee. It can fit up to 3 people, 2 people comfortable with gear and stove. The stove I run is a Lite Outdoors, super light, just like the name, super easy to set up. If you buy it brand new, I highly suggest that you form the stovepipe and start a fire before you take it to the mountains because it is a 4-man job. Next I have in here is my rain system, which doubles as a soft shell. So this is the Takur Pant from Kryptek. It's a nice soft shell. It's made with shoulder fabric, so completely waterproof, windproof, zip-off pants. Love them. I'm gonna wear them over my nice lightweight 2-way stretch pants. Give me that little extra durability if I need it. With that, I have the Takur jacket by Kryptek. Same thing, nice soft shell layer. I'm gonna throw it over my Ghar jacket when I need the durability. Also, if I need to shed some weight or shed some heat, I'll take the Ghar jacket off. This is a great soft shell. It's a little noisy, but not enough for me to not bring it. I like gear that is like a Swiss Army tool. You get multiple uses out of it. Serves many purposes. Getting closer to the lid, I don't have my food bags in here right now, but I typically run about a pound, pound and a half. I will run either Mountain House, Peak Refuel, Wild Society, and then I'll have 2 granola bars. I will have a breakfast item. I usually don't eat a lot of breakfast. I'll bring jerky. I will have a liquid IV for every day. I'll have a coffee for every day and a bunch of candy. Next I have is this Initial Ascent pack sack. And this is going to be the bag that I take with me when I'm sitting inside of my shelter at night. So I have extra fire starter, AKA lint for my dryer, a mosquito net, and Deet Spray. I may or may not take these out, however, they're super light, they weigh nothing, and when you need them and the bugs are attacking you at night, or just sitting around camp, glassing on a glassing knob, you wish you had these when you don't. So, the next thing I'll keep in here is my little baby deodorant stick, which just fell apart, so I'm gonna have to go to the airport and get another one. Perfect for when you get stinky, keep your hunting buddies close. I also have an extra flashlight. I've had this forever. I think I bought it at a military gas station. Super heavy duty, probably a little bit heavier than what most people would want to bring with them. However, I just like to have this in tent so I can look around for all the things that I lose. And then I'll have my spare batteries for the flashlight, and I will also keep an extra lighter in this bag. The other thing I keep on top of my lid is extra chonies. So around day 2, I will go through and I will swap out my pair of socks. I will swap out my chonies. I might turn my shirt inside out just so it's brand new again. The socks I'm running are Darn Toughs. This is I don't know the exact model, but they're the thicker side, the hunting sock. Love these things. When they do get stinky, you can hang them up in a tree, wash them off in a creek, let them air dry. All the crusties will be gone and you'll be good to go. My Jetboil. I see a lot of people run their Jetboils in exterior pockets. I like to keep mine at the very tippy top of my lid. 1, for easy access. 2, I like to have the cushion of my lid and everything inside of there to protect it from the elements. I don't want my lighters to get wet. I don't want the rim to get dented. I just don't want this thing exposed because this is kind of my lifeblood for eating meals. I will keep 2 lighters in here. I will have my plastic Amazon special spoon, and then I have the whole gamut. I will have a fuel canister in here, and then I always keep an extra fuel canister either back at the shelter or I'll keep it in the lid of my pack depending on how low my canister is getting. Moving to the lid, I have my first aid kit. I did go through, I added a few items this year. Last year my brother busted his knee up on an elk hunt. We didn't have a splint for him. We really had very minimal medical supplies. My wife tied him up to a tree limb, and that was his splint getting off the mountain. So revamped the medical kit this year. I'm gonna go through it one more time. I'm gonna have other people check me on it. This is the most important thing in your pack. You gotta take care of your hunting buddies. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta get off the mountain. Here's another pack sack. This is my extra bag that stays with me. So I'll have my extra fuel canister. I will have an extra bag of lint. The extra bag of lint will always be in my pack just in case I need to start a fire on the mountain, get warm. I want to hang out, sit by a nice warm fire on a cold day. It's just a good thing to have with you. You can never have too much heat. Next is the solar charger. Because I like to bring cameras with me in the mountains, I need a little extra juice. So this is I don't remember what the kilowatt and how many charges you can get, but it's pretty extensive. I think you can get up to 6 cell phone charges, maybe more, but I can charge my camera batteries. I can lay this out in the sun, attach it to my pack while I'm hiking around, recharge it. Love this thing. It is a little bit on the heavier side, but because I have multiple electronics, I like to have this as insurance. Next, I have my water system. This is just the Sawyer squeeze. You can get them at most Walmarts, any outdoor store. I will go through and I will op check it before I leave, make sure the bags don't leak, make sure that the filter is clean. I've had situations where I didn't op check it, go up, I got leaking bags. I fill my first water bottle of the trip and it tastes like mold, so you don't want that. Next is my headlamp. The headlamp will always stay in my backpack, or when I come back at nighttime and I'm wearing my headlamp, I will make sure that this goes right back in my lid. Once I'm back at camp, I will go back inside the tent and I will grab that extra flashlight. That just ensures that I have it at all times, because I am the person that'll set something down and I'll never find it again. So that'll stay right here in the lid, and I'm gonna put it right back there right now so I don't lose it. Next is baby wipes. I do have a child at home, so I got the nice luxury of having baby wipes everywhere I go. Keep them in my truck, keep them in my pack lid. I will also bring toilet paper. Toilet paper is nice and lightweight. It's good for doing the dirty work, the heavy lifting. This is more of your finesse work. Keep it nice and clean. You can clean your hands before you eat. You can clean your face. Not in that order, but you can. Next I have is the Initial Ascent rain cover. Nice, lightweight. Most days you don't need it. It costs nothing. It's super lightweight, and it's good to have. Because I am running camera gear, I have a lot of electronics in my backpack. I need to make sure that I have something to protect everything that I have inside. Okay, moving to the front of the pack. Right here on the front of my backpack strap, I will keep my garment in reach. If I take my pack off, going on a stalk, or I ditch it for the day, I will attach this to my bino harness. I will put it in a pocket. I will keep this on me. I used to run it on the back of my backpack, but the more I thought about it, if I fall, break my leg, break my back, something terrible happens, I don't want to have to reach around, locate my backpack. I want it right here on my chest, ready to hit the button. Reach back home, get the help I need. Next thing I have on here, I keep it strapped to the outside, are my Crocs. I've had these things for a long time, probably since 2015. Nice, lightweight. They get lighter every year because there's almost zero tread left. These are great to have in camp, great to have on the glassing ridge. Taking your feet out of your boots, let your feet dry. It can be a huge game changer, uplifts morale. Maybe not for your friends because they can smell your feet, but these are a must. If you don't carry camp shoes, you definitely should, or at least think about it. The other thing I have on my backpack strap is this Peak Design camera clip. This year I'll be running 2. I'll be dual wielding cameras. Super fantastic piece of equipment. They are a little bit on the expensive side. I've run other models of backpack clips. However, this is by far the best in my opinion. This is what works best for me. I really like it. Coming over to the other side, I have my trekking poles on this nice stretch side pocket. I typically keep them there all the way up until the day of the hunt, and then as soon as I'm packing in, I will pull them out and utilize them. However, if I don't leave them in my pack while I'm packing, I will leave them at my house. I'll leave them in my truck. I bet you I've taken trekking poles with me on 4 hunts in my lifetime. Most of the time I forget them in the truck. So I've started putting them in the side pocket, and now hopefully I don't lose them or forget them. In the spotter pocket, I will not be taking a spotter on this trip. I will be taking my Vortex 18x56. I really enjoy glassing through these. My eyes have a really hard time, especially because working on the computer, working through a camera, my eyes kind of have this weird focal adjustment thing going on. So glassing with 18x56s, I get the same reach that I typically do with a spotter. I have good clarity. Being able to sit here, both eyes, is very relaxing and get comfortable. I can glass like that all day with no eye strain. Coming to the large hip belt pocket, I don't have anything in it except for my Digi scoping mount from Full Frame Outdoors, local company here in Idaho. I am going to keep this empty up until the day of because I will fill it with snacks. I will put in my camera lens. I will put in anything that I want to take and have accessible on my hip the day that I'm hiking in. I don't want to fill it with things now because then I'll just throw it in my lid, throw it in a random pocket, and I don't want that. I want to stay nice and organized. So nothing is in there right now. After going through everything so far, I've realized I forgot a few things. I forgot my coffee cup for one. I love to have a nice cup of coffee in the morning or while I'm sitting up on the ridge glassing. I have a nice plastic cup that I got from Amazon, I believe. I'm missing some charging cables. However, I'm gonna go back through when I get back to the house. I'm gonna go through all my hunting boxes. I'm gonna do a top to bottom list. I keep a checklist on my phone at all times. It's just bare bones things that I need, the necessities. However, I will go through every piece of equipment that I take. I will just think about it with my camera. Do I have spare batteries? No, I don't. That's the other thing that I forgot. I don't have spare batteries. I don't have a way to charge it, so I need to take everything that encompasses taking my camera. I need to take everything that encompasses glassing. So the other thing I forgot is the bino adapter. I also will be taking the Vortex Ridgeview tripod. It is currently up here. A nice lightweight tripod. It stands a lot taller. However, standing and glassing, when you have a sore back, you've been packing a few days, I really enjoy it. So I know a lot of people take the Summit, they take some of the shorter tripods. I actually enjoy standing, so the Vortex Ridgeview is what I'll be having on the side. And last but not least, I have my water bottle and the water bottle holder. I used to run hydration packs inside. However, I found that I just don't like introducing water into my backpack. It completely terrifies me to have a bladder fail. I get my sleeping bag wet, get my jacket wet, get my camera gear wet, get anything wet inside of my pack. That's just a worst case scenario for me. So I started running an Nalgene. It's super great to make juices. It's nice and easy. I can just take those water bags, filter it in there real quick, and then I'm good to go. That's it. I'm super excited for the spring bear hunt. I'm gonna go back through. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. If you guys have any suggestions for me, any tips and tricks, some better fire starter other than lint from my dryer, please let me know in the comments. I will link everything that I have that I know the names of in the description below. There's also a bear kit on initialascent.com. It'll have the full Initial Ascent kit that I have here in front of me. Go check it out and please leave a comment. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.